Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. So it's been a minute since I've done one of these houseplant haul videos, and partly because I've been focused on trying to get the shop going, sourcing out plants, acclimating it, and I haven't really done any plant shopping personally for me. So what I decided to do was walk around my place with a shopping bag and decided to shop at my own plant shop. To be fair, I did not give myself any family discount. The only thing I gave myself was free delivery because it literally came from my house to my house, so I'm still living up to me being my #1 customer, which is so dangerous right now. But the 6 plants I'm going to introduce you guys to are fairly uncommon or rare, especially here in North America or in Canada specifically. And I was really excited to get my hands on these. But without further ado, let's start with the Scindapsus Silver Splash. And look how beautiful this variety of the Scindapsus is. And you may look at it right away and say, you know what, it looks exactly like the Silvery Ann or the Exotica or the Agaricus, but it is a completely different variety. And you guys can tell easily with the silver variegation being a little bit more evenly distributed or a bit more of an overlay through its entire leaf. In addition, it looks a little bit more pixelated rather than big patches of the silver variegation. And you guys can easily tell when I compare it to the Exotica. Now, the clear difference is obviously the size of the leaf, but the Exotica also has that green midrib in the middle, and then the green, non-variegated parts a little bit more visible than the Silver Splash here. But really, really beautiful, and so happy to finally have this in the collection. And the one thing I really love about Scindapsus is they are really easy to care for. And what's cool about it now that I'm really getting more into them is there are so many different varieties that they come in. I already have 5 different varieties of Scindapsus that's in my collection. I got the Exotica, I got the Agaricus, the Silvery Ann, the Treubii Moonlight, and the Jade Satin Scindapsus. So this is the 6th one I'm adding, but we also got 3 more to go through that I'm so happy to add to the collection. The next one is the Scindapsus Treubii Dark Form. Now this is a stunner. I love the elongated shiny leaves it has, this nice dark green color. I think one of you guys described the color as seduction green because damn, this is so fine, so beautiful, makes me want to do bad things to it. I'm just kidding, but me acting like a fool. Back to the plant. Now, this particular Treubii came to the Canadian market maybe around the same time as the Moonlight, which I got last year, but I didn't pick this one up last year because it was still very hard to find. And you guys can see there's a clear difference between the Moonlight and the dark form. Unlike the Pictus Silver Splash or the Pictus Exotica or the Agaricus, it's a little bit more difficult to tell. But between these two, you guys can see the clear difference. But I'm curious to know, which one would you go for? Would you go for the Moonlight or the dark form Treubii? Comment below and let me know. Now, the next 3 Scindapsus I'm going to share with you guys are, I'm so happy about these because I've been wanting them and I've been trying to, find and message every single, seller out there to try and figure out where I can get some of these plants. But the first one I'm going to show you guys is the Scindapsus Silver Lady. Now, again, you're going to look at this and say, Christian, that looks exactly like an Exotica, an Agaricus, Silvery Ann, or even the Silver Splash that you just showed, but it is a different variety. And it is very hard to tell them apart, to be quite honest, because even looking at it, I wasn't exactly sure if this was a Silver Lady or another variety of the Pictus, but after speaking with my supplier, and I'm confident he knows his plants because I literally grilled him on how to describe each of the Scindapsus I got and what makes them different. And this is a Silver Lady. The one thing to keep in mind is not every plant is going to look exactly alike, partly because how they're grown will vary how they look as well, how much lighting this got, the environment it was in. And the one thing I also learned about the Silver Lady is when they're a little bit more younger, which is like this one, the silver variegation that you guys can see right here is a little bit more silvery and shiny and a bit more of that gray color. Now, as this thing kind of matures, that color seems to fade a bit and becomes a little bit more matted. So it's interesting to actually see how they look, at first when they're a little bit more on the younger side. But the pattern on this one, you guys can also see that it has that nice dark green midrib on it that's a little bit more spread out. And then it has more of the green on the side. And it has a hard break between where the silver variegation is and where the green is. Unlike the Exotica, again, when you put it side by side, the variegation of the silver and the green is a little bit more blended in together, if that makes sense, not as hard edges or hard break as the Silver Lady. And the other difference as well is obviously the leaf size of it. It's a little bit more smaller. And then the silver lining on the edge of the leaf on the Silver Lady is a little bit more thinner than it is on the Exotica. So that is another way to tell the difference, but nonetheless, very, very beautiful. And to be quite honest, I actually do like this color of the Silver Lady more so than what I've seen out there on online or on social media. I just love that nice gray silver color and that nice dark deep green. Very, very cool. But yeah, really happy to have this in the collection. But these next two Scindapsus I'm going to share with you guys, I'm so excited about them. They're looking at me right now. They're so beautiful. They are very, very uncommon right now. Very little information out there online. There's only, I think, about 1,000 or under hashtags using these names. But the first one is the, ta-da, the Scindapsus Silver Hero. And look how beautiful these foliages are, how silvery they look. It's so stunning, and I'm so happy to have this in the collection. Now, sometimes this will actually be referred online as Silver Hero / Platinum, but this isn't a Platinum. I do have a Platinum, and that's the last one I'm gonna show you guys in terms of the Scindapsus that I got. And there is a clear difference on how they look. But take a look at this, and then we're gonna now look at the, ta-da, the Scindapsus Silver Platinum, and you guys can see how beautiful this one as well. Now the shape of this leaf is a little bit more narrower, elongated, similar to that of the Treubii dark form. And you guys can see that when I put them side by side, the Silver Hero right here has more of that rounder shape of the leaf, similar to the Pictus variety, while this has a little bit more narrower. In addition, the leaves on this feels a little bit more thicker on the Silver Platinum than it is on the Silver Hero. And you guys can see that the midrib has more of that nice dark silver shade to it, while I find that the midrib color on this one, if it does show, is a little bit more kind of black, more in the darker green color. But both are beautiful, both are stunning. And man, which one would you guys choose if you had a choice right now? The Silver Platinum, this one, or the Silver Hero, this one. Honestly, I don't think you can go wrong with either choice. They're both beautiful and both stunning, and I'm just happy to have these in my collection. Now, the last plant I'm gonna show you guys isn't a Scindapsus. It is actually a Philodendron, but it does have silver on it. It is the, ta-da, the Philodendron Sodiroi. Look how beautiful this variety is. I love the shape of the leaf and that nice silver variegation on it. Now, you guys may say this looks like the brandy, but it is not. The leaves here are a little bit more narrower and longer and bigger, and the variegation is a little bit different. Also, the back of the leaf slightly different. I'm gonna put the brandy right here, which is my baby brandy, and it'll focus. You guys can see that the silver variegation on this is a little bit different. It looks more like molted in together versus, well, this has more of that just nice, almost like painted pattern on it, and then the midrib is showing. Again, clear difference on the shape of the leaf, and also the back of the leaf looks a little bit more different. It has more of that pink petiole on it versus the back of the Philodendron brandy that you guys can see here has a little bit more of the green petiole, but nonetheless, very, very beautiful. A little bit more uncommon right now here in Canada anyway. I don't see this quite often, but really, really happy to have this in the collection. So those are the 6 plants I bought myself from myself. So really happy to have them in the collection, but more happy that they will be a part of my local plant shop. So I will be making some of your plant dreams come true while crushing most of yours, because, you know, it is only local right now and I'm not doing any Canada-wide or even international shipping, you know, anytime soon. But with that said, comment below and let me know if any of these plants are in your collection right now, or maybe they will be part of your wish list. Hopefully you enjoyed this little houseplant haul video, and for all of you mothers out there, I do just want to wish you a happy Mother's Day. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll see you guys soon. Peace.